Team Boom Jagalaga! Welcome to Oyster Shucking 101 at the Maine Oyster Company. So, an oyster. Basically, you want to focus on three pieces to shuck an oyster. You have a hinge, you have a top shell, and you have a bottom shell. And you have the bottom and top shell connected with an abductor muscle. So the concept is you're breaking the hinge, then you're severing the muscle off of both sides. So when you go in, you also first want to visualize, you have a knife, you want to go in on the same plane as the oyster. You don't want to go in too deep, you don't want to go in too shallow. So if you can kind of go in on that plane, first step is the hinge. So you're kind of in the hinge, think of it like jimmying a lock, you're kind of gently pressuring in, pushing the knife all in different directions. And what you'll do is you'll feel that. So that one, see, I went a little too far in. If you're delicate, you'll feel it kind of right around here. And then when you get here, you then want to kind of just twist your knife to the side. Breaking the hinge is 90% of the battle. So once you've got that, you're kind of then bringing the knife across the top of the oyster to sever it and leave that abductor muscle, as much of the abductor muscle on the oyster, not on the shell. And then you're coming around and you're just kind of loosening. The oyster is not connected anywhere else but for that abductor muscle, which you can kind of see is still connected down there. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to just sever that. And you can tell Smoodge is very hungry for his oyster. He's my assistant here. So Alicia, maybe you can pick him up and he can eat this oyster right now because he really loves oysters. But that's it. Hinge, top shell, bottom shell, call it good.